Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Toss the Rock podcast. Been like
Months.
4 or 5 months now. But look at this. Upgrading already. Look at it.
The
We're
boys are all
here
person.
together at the round table. It's not really round, the square table.
Yes, sir.
But we're here. We still have things we gotta fix. We're dealing with some microphone issues. You know, but we're figuring it out. But Jesus, it's been a while. We've missed like the Super Bowl. We've missed like the entire NBA season. We made our predictions and didn't even We didn't even talk about them during the year. It's brutal, but we're here now, and we're gonna be here for good, hopefully. All right. So, I mean, things happen. NBA awards happened. We've made our predictions on them, and we got most of them wrong. But Jokic won MVP, and last year I predicted him to win MVP, and he won it this year. I take that as a W. Say what you say. Say whatever you're gonna say. I take it as I saw it coming. I had the vision. I was 1 year off. I had the vision. But who'd you guys pick to win? Do you remember?
I had Luka.
I had Luka
honestly,
too.
Next year for Luka, though.
I mean, yeah, because I predicted Luka this year, so next year he's gonna win it. Of course.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's how it works now.
See on that pattern? Yeah, that's pattern.
Yeah.
So you gotta pick Tatum next year from him. That's how it works.
We're still a little ways off.
I picked Durant. I mean, if it's the best player in the league, it is Durant. I'm kind of salty.
I mean,
that
wait,
Jokic won the MVP.
Hold on.
I'm
But
salty.
now hold on. They say Kevin Durant's the best player in the league, and don't get me wrong, he had all-time playoff performance. I think his game 5, 6. What was the one where he dropped like 48 and
7.
No, before that.
No.
The one before that, or the
I think it was a game right before.
the game where
Might have been 5.
he was by himself. There was no Harden.
I think it was 5.
Yeah. When he
Oh no,
when he
Harden
played all
Harden
48,
only had
he played all
that
48.
one.
I think
That game was like all time, like listed as like up there with the all time playoff performances. But like no doubt he was the best player in that series. But like he lost to Giannis's team. How does that make him better than Giannis? Like, and he had Harden, but you know what I'm saying though? Like,
I mean, one man can't always do it all, though. I mean, it was a team effort.
but he should.
Like the Bucks have.
Like he had Harden. Jeff Green went like 8 for 8 from threes one game, or like 8 for 9 or something.
Yeah, but he still has Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, even Brook Lopez played well in the game 7 at least. So
But
it's like he has other pieces with him. I mean, I think the Nets had some, but the Bucks are definitely a more well-rounded team. So I don't think you can. I don't think you can say from that series, oh yeah, Giannis is better than Durant. What?
But then how can you
What?
say
That's
Durant's?
such a-
How can you say Durant's better than Giannis?
I mean, I thought his individual performance was better. Just
Right.
me, but
Okay. I mean,
I think a lot of people think that as well.
no, yeah, I would agree. But then again, he also lost.
Yeah, I mean, great players lose in series. Like, it happens.
But the best player in the world should lose to a team that
I mean,
is-
Michael Jordan lost in playoff series too. Right?
But like
It
he
doesn't
has his teammate is the best scorer, or probably second best scorer now in the league.
Right.
Yeah, your guy Harden.
Yeah,
You love him. Yeah,
he's great.
He hurt his hamstring.
Right, but you still can't win.
No, but I'm just saying he's not 100%. Like, I'm not trying to make excuses for the Bucks. Like,
Also,
I don't,
Joe
like, I don't like them
Joe
that
Harris
much.
was
But I'm just
terrible.
yeah,
He was so bad.
That's something we can agree on.
Yeah, but I don't understand, because like he lost to a guy who's clearly his competition. He lost to a team like the Hawks, where like Trae Young's the best player on their team. It's like it's obvious that you can't compare him. But like Giannis is by far the best on his team, and KD's by far the best on his team, and Giannis's team beat Kevin Durant's team. I'm just putting it out there, okay? I'm just putting it out there.
No, I mean, the Bucks shouldn't. I mean, the Nets shouldn't have lost that series. I mean, Harden definitely needed to step up more than he did, but
He was hurt. He was pretty
Yeah,
hurt.
it was injured.
He
had a rush to come back on that.
I gained tons of respect for the Bucks, though. I mean, I was like,
And then
a
they lose
gritty
game.
win.
They lose game 1 to the Hawks, baby. Let's go. I said.
I mean, I'd like to see that though.
Ready? So at the start of the playoffs, my brother told me, he was like, "Oh, Hawks and Knicks. Who's gonna watch that series? That's like two,
I thought the same.
boring teams or whatever." And I told him, I'm like, "Dude, Hawks are the deepest team in the entire league. Like right now they're playing the Eastern Conference Finals and they won game 1 without DeAndre Hunter, who's like their best defender on the team. Without him. And like even still they have like Gallo, Lou Will, Okongwu, who else? I don't know, but those 3 guys off your bench is nuts.
They are much deeper than I remembered. Like, there's tons of guys that just are mentioned, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're on the Hawks. Like, whoa,
they're so deep, and I don't even understand how, because like it's just crazy. Like they actually match up super well with the Bucks. I mean, you put Capella or Collins on Giannis, and that's 2 solid defenders, like guys that are height and they can move with him.
Right.
I mean, obviously not going to stop Giannis, but slow him down, yeah.
yeah.
And then, actually, I don't even know what happened. Like, Trey went crazy, dropped like 48.
Shimmy
No,
Great
like-
game from Trey. Yeah.
But like, you have Drew Holiday. What happened, right?
Didn't matter.
But like,
He was cooking them the whole game.
all NBA or all defensive first team. Like, what happened? I don't
Better offense.
That.
know. I was watching a thing. It was like Shaq and Charles and Kenny arguing over like the pick and rolls, and
They're unstoppable.
well, yeah, the Bucks like, so when they do the pick and rolls, like, so Collins sets the screen for Trey, he comes off, Holiday's going underneath, and then Portis is just sitting in the paint back here, and that was when Trey got a shimmy 3, which was sick, and like, they're not defending, like they're not closing out, they're just letting him shoot. It's some Budenholzer's got to do something. Something's wrong with coaching, because you have more than enough defenders to be able to stop this team, with Tucker, Holiday, and Giannis. But so on the other side of the or on the previous round, it's a big dilemma. Ben Simmons and the 76ers were kind of hard to watch in that Game 7 series. And people are hating on Simmons a lot. Like, a lot.
As they should.
Sure.
Some extent, you gotta admit that.
Sure, but like, there's clearly something wrong with Simmons' mental state. He's not in the right place right now. He's got to take some time off. He's got to go on vacation. He's got to do something. He's got to get motivated again. But people think he sucks. He's still a great player in my eyes. What do you have to say to that? Either of you.
I think the entire audience just laughed at you.
Really?
That's what I think. Yes.
Really?
Yes, that's exactly
Why? Why?
So, Ben Simmons, supposedly great defender. I mean, in the series,
Supposedly?
I saw some things that I didn't like. I don't know, defensively from him as well. I didn't watch all of it too, so
No, fair
little
enough. I didn't either, but-
biased. But yeah, I mean, 6'10", should be able to drive every single time. He's an athletic freak, close to Giannis in his athleticism, and he can't. What's his excuse there? Like, he's got to put 2 and 2 together and be like, I can drive and dunk over a 5'4" white guy every time. Like, why not?
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I
Like-
told you, he's something wrong with his mental state. He's
But
got to
what's-
get mentally
is that
correct.
Is that a right excuse? Like, is that a valid excuse?
I
Look
think
at-
that doesn't
understand.
go well for him, though.
Okay, but ready? Look
But-
at the bubble. Ready? Playoff Pete was getting destroyed for his performance, and rightfully
Right.
so. He was playing terrible.
Yeah.
But he went out and said, he was like, I was not me. I was in a dark place, and people were making fun of him for saying that too. But he just wasn't right. He just couldn't do the bubble, like, mentally. And then now, this year, in this series, against the Suns, against the Jazz, he led the Clippers to 2 back-to-back wins, right? Without Kawhi. That was him. And Terrence Mann obviously went ballistic with like
Yeah,
39
Andre
or
Drummond,
something.
yeah.
What happened in Game 1 against the Suns, though? Is it
Yeah,
back?
that's
Is it back
tragic.
to that?
That's tragic.
What was that? Did he have?
The brick free
The
throws.
free throw.
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah, that
that's
was-
is he
pandemic
back
peak.
to-
That was
Pandemic
game.
peak.
That was
Come
game
out.
two.
That's
That was
fine.
game two.
He's
That was
coming
game
back.
two.
what it
It's
is.
a relapse.
That was brutal. Those 2 free throws were brutal. But like you can't deny it. Like the first game,
No,
he
he's
dropped,
definitely been
he
playing.
dropped like 31.
No,
He
he
dropped
has
like
Low
been
key,
playing
that's
better.
like playoff.
and they lost by like
Yeah.
2 or I don't know. They
But
lost by.
he should be playing better.
close
Like,
to-
there's no excuse for him to not.
And also, it's like even game 2, they lost by like 2 points. They lost by 2. They lost by a last second dunk. Like the Clippers to be competing with this Suns team is like they're the best team in the playoffs right now. They play
without their leader.
exactly. But I mean, no. But like, all right, without Kawhi,
Yeah.
Kawhi's better than Chris Paul.
I mean, the Chris Paul effect is real. It's
No
it's
doubt.
so real.
No doubt. But you saw like Cameron Payne step up and drop like 26.
Yeah, but it's also his presence
It's like,
on the
what?
floor. I think.
It's like,
I think just having Chris Paul there elevates their play.
for their backup point guard to drop 26 and the Clippers
That
to
was
only,
crazy.
and the Clippers to
That
only
was
lose by a
crazy.
last second dunk, dude.
Right.
Like Paul George is leading them and they're playing like they're competing hard. Some would say they got robbed by like there was like a controversial out of bounds play off Ayton and they didn't even bother to review it, and so some would say they got robbed and that Paul George and the Clippers should be
I'm
won
not one of those
series.
people.
No, I mean fair enough. I didn't see the play. I can't give my own opinion on it. But that's what some people say. But let alone this series is far from over, right? You guys don't think the series is over, right?
No, I don't.
Nah.
Because both previous series,
No, for
Clippers
sure.
started down 0-2, and then they won both of the series. The series is far from over.
I think it will be interesting in the long run.
But Clippers could be in for one for Game 3 tonight. That's tonight, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Chris Paul is coming back. So
Yes.
that's a little dangerous, and they don't have Kawhi yet.
PG's
Which
really
is
good.
brutal.
I think we did graze over a little sore subject though.
What?
Didn't exactly finish with Ben.
Yeah, I think we do need to-
Sure.
Yeah, so Big
Bring it
Ben
back, bring it back.
getting paid insane amounts of money. Like the average person would love to have his
But he
yearly
should.
salary once. Like
He should
the-
get that. He should get that. He deserves.
What
that
is it
money.
like 35 mil a year?
Yeah, and he should get paid. that
And
money.
so a $35 million player is not in the end of the game simply
Yeah, that's
because he can't make a free throw.
I mean, Shaq
A
was
6'10"
max player.
point guard who cannot make a free throw. Who's been he's been playing basketball his whole life. He has coaches, he has trainers, he's getting up shots. But here's the thing. What is he doing in those training sessions? Is he simply just running and dunking? Is he just dribbling? Is he just passing? Is it passing drills? I'm wondering if he shoots in training.
Listen,
I'm
they
honestly
worked
serious.
on that? Like,
Because
that was
like
supposed to be a thing.
how does an NBA player, when that is his job to play the sport of basketball, not be able to shoot the ball
Listen.
when I can shoot insanely well, like from 3 or anywhere?
listen.
Like I don't understand.
You could take a million shots, but when it comes game time, your mind could just shift. You know, he's
Right.
got to get something
that mindset
locked in
needs work.
mentally. But
I'm aware
listen.
that people have like mental like things to
Holdbacks,
overcome, but like he's played 5 seasons.
I get it.
He's been
I get
through
it.
a bunch
No,
of scenarios.
this is an issue, no doubt. This is an issue that has to be fixed.
It's ridiculous.
But needless to say, he's worth the max contract. He's worth all the money. He's just not
I
in the
think
right.
his- I
He's
think-
not in the right team. He can't play with Embiid. Now we know. We've given it time. People thought it would work. It doesn't work.
Already, I think. So right now, he is not worth his contract, but his potential is worth his contract. That's more what it is. I think that's what.
Yeah,
that's
currently
what they're
that
paying
had to have
for.
depleted him a little bit, bro. Like
His,
that's
his potential, he's getting paid for his potential. Right now, he's not playing like
Oh,
he
he's
deserves.
not-
yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
okay, all right, yeah, he's
yeah.
not playing like he should,
Right.
like,
No.
like his
to his full
contract.
potential.
He's not playing like his contract.
He needs to be able to hit.
Defensively, he is.
Defensively, I like him as a defensive player.
I thought he should.
And I
win.
honestly
I
would-
thought he should win defensive player. of the
I
year.
would not mind him on the Celtics just for his defensive purposes
Yeah.
and passing the ball to Tatum and Brown. But it's just if he develops any sort of a shot, he becomes so dangerous.
No doubt. And that is an issue. But, like, Simmons has got to get traded. He does not work in Philly. They don't have the right people.
I'd love to see.
They
him
don't
get
have the
traded.
right people around him. It's just not working. Get him out of there. And to say where he could go, I mean, if you give Wiggins, Draymond maybe, some picks, and he goes to Golden State, because the key to Simmons is surrounding him with shooters. like you said, like he should be able to get to the hoop, and he did do that earlier in his career. He could just blow by, get to the hoop, and if he gets clogged up, you kick out to Steph Curry or Klay Thompson.
That would be
It's
perfect
over.
fit for him. Yeah.
It's over.
He doesn't even need to get the shot down or anything.
And
He
then-
can just
and
stay
then-
where he is right now. and
Let's
still
say
be
they have to
amazing.
trade Draymond, then Simmons can still guard your best player, easily lock him up.
What about Doc's comments?
What he said? Oh,
In an interview, they asked him if like Simmons can be the best player on a
He said
or like the point guard on a championship team, something like that.
Yeah, he said those
he
ones.
can't.
And
No,
he was like, "I'm sorry, I can't answer."
yeah. No,
I
ready?
mean, that's great support.
No,
right
he
there.
can be the best. He can be the starting point guard on a championship team. You just can't be the starting point guard on Doc's team. It just doesn't work. Can't be the starting point guard on that.
Where's
team.
Rondo when you need him? Am I right?
It just doesn't work on that team. He doesn't work in Philly.
Embiid said he knew that was what changed the momentum of the game. When
What?
Simmons made that bonehead to not go up with the layup and
Yeah.
pass out of it, he said that was the
Oh.
point at which it changed.
Really?
That's what Embiid said, yeah. So it's like,
I think there are some big issues fall on Embiid too, though. I don't know.
right.
What are you saying? What are you trying to say?
I don't know. Like his competitiveness sometimes like seems like it's lacking to me. I don't know if he's a true like. high
To
level
be
competitor.
fair, he goes out there and he drops 27 in the first half or something. Like we've seen him do that before.
No,
this
he has
playoffs.
insane skills. And,
No, and ready?
like,
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not like no doubt, but he goes out and does that. He drops like 27 and 10 in the first half. Like we've seen him do in this playoffs, something around that. And then Tobias Harris shoots like 2 for 8. Simmons shoots 0 for 0.
doesn't take
Who else is on it? Seth Curry is Seth Curry's his only other offensive weapon. That's literally been it. Tobias Harris was inconsistent, but when he's on, they can win games. When he's not, it's just brutal for Embiid, and you understand you can get frustrated. Like I don't blame him. Like it's understandable you lose. Like you get frustrated and you lose your competitiveness because you're doing everything with this guy who's been a role player his whole career.
It just seems that, like, he's obviously very highly skilled, and on defense sometimes his hustle or whatever is just not where it needs to be. I don't see him making enough defensive plays, like blocks. Like he's a 7-footer, like he's got to have some presence there, but it doesn't really seem like he puts in all the effort, and I feel like other guys want him more. You can just see it. Like after the game,
I
he'll
get
cry
that.
or whatever. Like it means a lot to him. But he's not exactly showing it out there.
I get that.
It
but
could just be that he's slow and not
yeah,
as
I was
but
gonna say
don't
that.
know.
That could be the issue. Then again, he's 7 feet. I don't know how he weighs a ton.
300,
No, not that much, but
probably
probably
250.
close.
no, he weighs less than Zion. Zion weighs 280, and he was the second heaviest, third.
I don't know. Embiid looks
200
pretty big.
plus.
I'm oh no doubt 200 plus, probably 260.
250.
I don't know. He weighs a lot, and
Yeah.
I don't know. He could get tired. I mean, but then again, we see Jokic when he was fat. Jokic play. Even this year too, right? He played a double overtime game in the first round. He did it 2 years ago against the Blazers too. Played another double overtime game. Both great games. Also, Jokic MVP. We talked about that.
Yeah, we covered that one.
I figured that last year. I love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
Just doesn't make sense to me that Jokic is the MVP of the league. I just
Why?
don't even, because realistically, I don't even think Jokic is he's just barely a top 10 player for me.
What?
That's what it is.
Name 10. Name 10 better right now. Right now. 10 better.
All right.
Right now.
Steph, Dame. I'll even put Embiid ahead of him. Tatum.
He's top 10 right
Durant.
now.
Harden. I'm blanking right now because I'm on the spot.
Come on.
But I can't.
Fair
Giannis,
Okay.
Luka.
Yeah.
I'm back on the track. No, I'm not. No, but they're
I mean,
you're
you
already
said no.
at 8 here.
Kawhi.
Kawhi, yeah, Kawhi.
Okay, but you said Tatum. No. You said Embiid. Embiid's worse. You said Dame. I'd take Jokic over Dame. You said. Did you say Anthony Davis?
No, I didn't even say
Good,
that.
because he's not bad.
I actually don't think he is.
He's not. No,
I'm not on the
between
Davis wave.
Embiid, Jokic,
Yeah.
and Davis is the worst.
Yes, right now. I mean, he was hurt, so we can't really tell. But
And like they say, like I've been hearing this saying a bunch. The best ability is availability. Jokic played every game this year. Played every game this year and averaged 26, 10,
Davis can't stay healthy. So.
7.
That's a good point.
8. Jokic averaged nuts stats. That stat's pretty nuts. Like 26, 10.
What about Russell Westbrook stats?
And it's unbelievable. Westbrook averages a triple double. Before his first time doing it, it's only been done once before. And then now, after his first year, he gets no credit for it. This dude's like 32 years old now, and he's still putting up 22, 11, and 10 or something, and he doesn't even get credit for it. Doesn't even get All-NBA 13. And then neither does Tatum, averaging. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler makes
George,
All-NBA 13.
I don't see Paul George making it over him either.
Okay, Paul George, like you can argue.
Makes a little more sense.
But Jimmy Butler, he barely played this year. Like he was out for so long, and I don't even know. Did he even average 20 points per game this year? Maybe, but barely if he did. And Tatum's averaging like 27 and 7.
Yeah. And obviously took like another leap this year.
Yeah.
And had like the most 50-point games of the season.
Did he?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He had more. He had like I think the second had like 1 or 2, and he had like 4.
Jimmy Butler. Oh my god, get the hell out of here. That's such a joke. It's actually so
I feel
frustrating.
like he missed games. No. I feel like
Who?
Did Butler miss games?
Butler missed a bunch of games.
That's
I mean,
what I
Tatum did too. He
But,
had
like the
he had
COVID,
corona.
that was annoying.
But like Jimmy missed a bunch of games. And like what?
Yeah. That.
And then and then you have like Kyrie make the second team.
He missed so many
Then
games
he
too.
made the second team, right? Or
second or third. Yeah.
I know Chris Paul was second team. Oh, Chris Paul and Dame were second team. Kyrie made the third team.
Third, yeah.
Right.
Like his own teammate averaged 24, 25, 11 assists and like 6 rebounds.
Right.
Like, dude, Harden, I think close on the amount of games played, but like by far better stats and just by far the better player. I don't understand how you put Kyrie on that.
No,
ahead
for
of him.
sure.
Who else? Wait, who else was the other guard? Oh, Brad Beal. I mean, yeah, you should have made it.
Yeah, be
Second
Makes
scoring.
sense.
That's rightfully
I mean,
so.
but then you have the argument like record didn't even matter, you know, and like Brad Beal made it instead of Tatum.
Well,
I was thinking,
different
like, maybe they gave
positions, different positions.
Yeah, but I was thinking like maybe they gave like people with a better record a higher chance of making it, you know.
I mean, true.
Because normally that
True.
plays a factor in things.
True. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
have
think
Devin
so.
Booker and Donovan Mitchell, the teams with the 2 best records in the NBA,
Yeah.
and the best players on the team. They both don't make it. Well,
Yeah.
Chris Paul is probably better than Devin Booker, but two different. They do 2 different roles. 2 different roles.
Right.
But like I don't understand how Donovan didn't make it. Donovan was the best player on his team, and he averaged great stats as usual. And then Kyrie makes it over him, and I think Donovan, he missed the kind of end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, here's the thing. Like, there's so many players missing games this year. It's hard to gauge. Like, I'm trying to gauge the game difference, but I definitely think Donovan should have made it this year. You know, here's a question I'll throw out there. Who's better, Donovan or Devin Booker? What do you think?
If you asked me this a week ago, the recency bias might get me here, but
Fair enough. No, I mean, they could.
Yeah.
I truly thought Donovan, like, I would have said that 10 times out of 10. I don't know. I'm starting to like Devin Booker's like grittiness
Facts.
and like his playoff performances
Like
have been pretty
consistency.
nice now. And like, you know, like he got the whacked up nose and stuff in the last game. You see him still like out there and like hustling.
he didn't really play well last game.
He
but-
didn't play well, but like I don't know. It's just something about it. Like
I get
and
that.
people keep making the Kobe.
No, I get that. What about you, Chris?
That's a deep book.
D-Book? I'm taking Mitchell.
I will still take Mitchell. I really like his play style. And like last year in the bubble, that was
I mean,
nuts.
I think
That was
Mitchell.
crazy.
He's already an all-time like playoff D. Mitch is like that's a playoff spider. That's a serious thing. Every time in the playoffs, his game elevates like 1 or 2 levels. But it's been rough for him in the recent playoffs. Last year, blowing 3-1 lead, and this year losing 2 games in a row to get eliminated. That's kind of been brutal, but him himself, like individual performances, has been crazy good. And I think no doubt that the Suns are by far a better team than the Jazz.
I think
Like,
the
definitely.
Suns are by far the deepest team I've seen in a while too.
No.
You might
Hawks
say the
are
Hawks,
deeper.
but I don't know.
Hawks are deeper. No question. That's the only reason why they're in the playoffs. Like still in right now.
That actually is
They're
true.
so
no,
deep.
yeah, the Hawks are deep.
Like Bogey
But
has.
I just like there's a lot of good players on the Suns.
No,
Oh,
Suns
no
have a
no
lot of
question.
good
No
players.
question.
Because the Suns they're not like superstar.
No,
like
no
three
question.
superstars.
No question.
It's just like a collection.
I mean, outside of Cameron Payne off their bench and Cam Johnson, it's like who else is stepping up really?
Yeah, but like
I haven't really seen anyone else go
I
crazy.
love Bridges and stuff. Like I love those. types of
Crowder's
players
been
and
great, but
stuff.
he's starting. Crowder's
yeah.
been great, but I mean, he's a starter.
But they're just like solid all the way through instead
Yeah.
of like just some big names.
yeah, but it's like the Hawks when Bogdanovich hasn't been playing well recently. He goes out. Gallinari steps in and he's getting buckets. Like he had the game-winning steal against Philly, or the game-sealing steal and then dunk. I mean, that's off your bench. I thought he was gonna win Sixth Man of the Year this year. That's what I predicted, and then he was hurt, so I still think he would have won it. Maybe actually no. Clarkson did good.
Clarkson deserves it.
He did good.
Tough.
He did
He's
good.
tough.
But I think Gallo could have given him a run for his money. What else? What else been going on?
So UFOs.
Imagine.
No. What else has been going on in this league? Kawhi's going to be a free agent this offseason. Does he leave if they lose?
Yeah, he's not a loyal guy.
But you think he'll leave?
Probably be
He's a
dipping.
fun guy.
Where does he go? He's a fun guy.
Fun guy.
Where does he go? I don't know.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, I actually have zero clue.
You know, think about if Kawhi stayed in Toronto, if he never left, right after they won the championship, if he never left.
They probably would have gotten another.
I was
guy
talking about this with my brother. They definitely could have won the bubble. Easily could have
Yeah,
won the
that's
bubble.
true. They would have.
Think about it. They played first round was sweep. I don't even know who it was, but that's a breeze. They're gonna win that. Second round they
I think
played
it was Brooklyn actually, ironically.
Really?
Wasn't it?
Brooklyn with Kyrie. No, it could have been the Magic or something. I don't know.
Might have been Magic.
But they're winning. Then the second round they played us.
Yeah.
Us.
Mhm.
They played
that went
us.
7.
That went 7.
Shouldn't have, but it did.
Well,
They were.
if they had
defeated.
Kawhi, they'd beat us in 5. That's no question.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Dude, if Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry are taking us 7, Kawhi's taking us 5. Or taking them 5.
I didn't. That was the most disappointing series.
Yeah, that was frustrating, but we did win. I mean, Serge Ibaka was buckets. Also, Clippers don't have Serge Ibaka. That's frustrating. I wanted to see him play. He's been getting buckets in the playoffs too. He's their big guy. He can guard 8. But anyways, then next round they play Miami. They will beat that Miami team. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Kawhi will
should.
beat Jimmy. Kawhi will beat Bam.
Why would?
Or Siakam was actually still good.
Yeah,
He would
Siakam
beat
was
Bam.
good then.
Yeah, he was still good.
Yeah.
They beat Bam.
Actually, no. That was the start of the downfall.
Well, this year
was
this year wasn't good.
the spin.
Oh yeah, he was
The
kind of
spinaroo.
yeah, he was kind of falling off. But I mean, with him, without him having to be the guy in Toronto, like Kawhi can handle primary duties. Pascal would have been good, and then Marcus Gasol was still good. Van Vliet is Frederico. He's still getting buckets as usual.
Who's
They would beat that Heat team.
Who's the one who hit the shot?
Oh, OG.
Yeah, OG.
OG is
Yeah.
clamps. He could
Boucher.
guard. OG could definitely.
Boucher.
Yeah, OG could guard Hero like it's nothing. Like, come on. And then the finals against the Lakers. I take Kawhi. I take the Raptors because the Raptors have
That's when AD and Braun were playing well though.
right, but that's their
think that'd
first.
be
That's their
tough.
first year together, right? Like I take the Raptors who've already won a
Experience,
championship together.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I take the Raptors who've already won together.
That probably would have gone 7.
It would have been a nice series. That would have been a nice series, though, yeah.
I would take Raptors
Toronto's
in
in
6.
7.
I take Toronto in 6.
You think Braun's losing 6?
I think LeBron can definitely lose.
Anthony Davis.
I think he lose to
It's
Kawhi.
possible.
Yeah.
I thought that Lakers team was pretty deep too. Like they had some guys, right?
They had Kyle Kuzma. No.
But Dwight Howard was playing like a beast.
Yeah, Dwight was great.
Rondo actually did good in the playoffs.
Rondo was great.
JaVale.
Yeah, but I mean, I take the Raptors. I think Kawhi would have 3 rings now if he stayed in Toronto. But that's because
they
of
would
those
have
circumstances.
signed. They would have signed another guy probably. Like they would have had more leverage for someone to come by, or they would have made a trade or something.
Maybe.
Like if he wanted a certain guy, they probably could have gotten him
Maybe
for a trade.
But I mean, that's what's also frustrating. It's that the Clippers are just not a bubble team. Like they need the crowd, and like that's been shown.
Right.
So like I feel like they definitely like we would have had the Battle of LA last year if it was regular, and Clippers would have 100% give the Lakers a run for their money.
If playoff P wasn't.
Well, yeah, in regular circumstances, playoff P is
I mean, this
actually
is kind of regular
I think that
circumstances
would've-
now.
Oh, this is regular circumstances,
And
and
he
he's
still
playing
break
well.
that free throw.
It was just 2 free throws. He's like Nick Anderson.
Dude, that was just like a
I mean,
minor moment, right?
Serious. It's not like
Minor
this.
relapse.
It's not like the series
Yeah.
ends after
Yeah.
that, though, right? It's not like that was the last game of the series. He's still. They thrive down 0-2, as we've seen from this playoffs. Yeah.
I don't think there's no way they pull it out.
No. You think it's over?
So if
I thought I
think the
thought I
Suns are
heard
playing
you
tonight.
earlier say it's not over. I thought that's what I heard
but, like,
earlier.
just thinking about it, CP3's back.
Yeah.
Suns ain't losing tonight. So they're coming back from 3-0.
Yeah, it's pretty much facts. Yeah, they'll probably win this.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know.
That's 3-0. Then is Kawhi back? What's Kawhi's status?
We don't know.
Plus, they pissed Booker off and stuff.
Kawhi didn't go to Phoenix, but now the series is in LA. He I think they said it was like an ACL injury, but not torn ACL. I don't know.
Nothing to play with though.
I have no idea.
Nothing to
It's
play
hard
with
to
there.
find injury updates. It's hard.
Yeah, because they all keep it so
'cause, yeah.
secretive.
I could
'cause
never
they don't-
find it.
Well, they don't want it out there necessarily, so
Yeah,
the other
it's
team
like, I
can be
can't
like,
find
"Oh, they're
time
not
to-
having this guy."
Yeah, it's frustrating, but yeah, if Kawhi comes back, the series is
Then
definitely
it
different.
would, yeah. It's,
But,
Yeah,
I
I'd
Right now,
love
it's
to see
definitely
that
Leaning.
I think
Yeah.
Clippers are winning
Sure.
tonight. I think Clippers will win tonight in Game 3.
with CP3 and without Kawhi.
I think Clippers will win tonight.
If they pulled out.
You
what-
heard
what-
it here
what do you-
first.
what do
I
you
think
make-
Clippers-
You heard it here
I think
first.
Wait,
Clippers
wait,
will
wait.
win tonight.
Wait, where do you get that from? That's just like in general?
I just think they will. I think home crowd, they've been playing well on the road really well. I think they'll win tonight.
Well, we'll see if you're right.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. All right. I guess that does it for our first
Yeah.
return. No, this is actually our third return.
Take a break.
I think this might be the fattest break though, so
Yeah,
definitely the
yeah. It's been a long time.
First in person though.
Yeah,
facts.
Tell us
I
what you
like
guys
it.
think about the setup.
I like it so
Yeah,
much.
We
better.
can put some
Yeah,
stuff in the back
look
here.
at the decor.
Maybe get some flags and
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hey, I love the in person much better. It's better.
Still working out the mic situation. Sorry
Yeah,
if the
that will
audio
happen.
is.
Also, we've been thinking about this, and we want to expand our audience. Coming back, like before, we just stuck to sports, and a lot of people that we know were critiquing, like, oh, we need a lot more, like, they want more entertainment, like more arguments, or more of this stuff instead of like our what we've been doing, and so yeah, we want to expand our audience. We want to keep sports, but we also want to move to other things, like, I don't know,
Random
Yeah,
general
random
news
stuff.
or whatever. Anything you guys want to see or hear about. Just anything anyone's interested in.
anything at all.
And we eased into the arguments today. Like I had a little back and forth, but like we'll get more heated. It'll get more entertaining. We're trying to work it out.
Yeah, this is our first time in person. I mean, even still, our first time in person, it's been, it's been a lot more conversation. Like, I feel like we've been talking.
Yeah,
It's been a lot
just
more
better
back
to
and
be-
forth
Yeah.
than what it was before on the computers, because if we're not,
Yeah,
I can't
face-to-face.
feel his energy. We don't get,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
feel it.
It's more interaction, dude.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow the social medias. We got the Instagram at Toss the Rock Podcast, the YouTube at Toss the Rock Podcast, and the Spotify at Toss the Rock Podcast. That'll be it from us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.